Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. It's a very, very big schus. So we learned the Siyata B'Shmaya, a letter written by the very holy President of the Rebbe, Schus Yogen Aleinu, Shef Chaim, Mr. Beitar, and Felicitation Sand Test, about going to doctors. And this year should be a special schus, the Fuas, Baruch, and Rabbi Yitzchak ben Bracha, and Rav David and Mordechai and Fried Simcha, and Rabbi Yosef ben Chaim, and that's the Wisconsin Sarah, so that's Rivka, and Rav Yishayahu, Mordechai, and Ezra, and Rachel. They should all have a for Shlema B'Sok Sha'ar Chole Yisrael. This, as I mentioned, this is a Michtav written by the Haridah President of the Rebbe, who opened up a hospital. He founded the famous Laniado Hospital in Antanya. My great-grandmother spent some time there. She passed away. Really very, very devoted care and very positive experience, as positive as being in a hospital can be. And obviously everything was run out through halacha, Shemaim. And the Rebbe, when he was, the story goes that when he was in the Holocaust, he was shot in the arm, and he was suffering terribly. He's promised that if he gets out, he's going to build a hospital in Kachova. Anyway, in this letter he writes as follows: Achrei Drisha Shlom Kvod Torah Sel Rama Torah Tiyos, after giving you Shalom. Reish Stavra Eftach Va'ir Shel Torah She'olah B'Daiki Lemor La'Kosev V'Atzia V'Hydras G'Oinai V'Mashinir L'Diyasher Diver Ramban Ala Torah. So, he says, I'd like to start off with the Dvar Torah, or Zu Torah. I'm going to tell the person a lot of the tshuvas and letters of the Kloisenberger. He didn't write himself, he rather dictated it into his Talmidim, one of his Chassidim. And he said, I want to tell you what I'm thinking. Whoever this Rav is who's writing this letter to. This is a Chorah Stira in the Ramban. The Ramban Ala Torah writes that it's not a good thing to go to doctors. The same Ramban writes in the Sefer Torah Sa'adam on page Mendes, or in Beis Yosef and Shimon Vav, that Yesh Rishus LeRabbos, and it's a Rishus LeMitzvah. It's B'chal Pikuach Nefesh. Shmamina Kol Roifei Chayev LeRabbos, V'im Monea Atzmo Hareze Shofech Domi. That every doctor has to heal. And if he doesn't, he's spilling blood. It's a mitzvah to heal. So how do these two Rambams stem? Tzadechad, Yeshanu Ramban Shomer, that you're not supposed to go to doctors. And I have a Ramban that says that you must go to doctors, and the doctor doesn't heal is spilling blood. So the Kloisenberger says that in Ramban Ala Torah, Avur Lahedya, that he's talking about this man and Avur when they were in Avim B'Yisrael. And then, as b'vadai mal rofe b'veis yirei Hashem, what's a doctor doing in the house of those who fear God? Darfin is doctor, doctorin. What do we need these doctors for? We have God. We can go to the Navi who will tell us the word of God. The Navi tells you he's going to live, you're going to live. Not. And what's medication going to help you? And if something has to be done, if you have to do Ezeku'ula, the Navi's going to tell you what to do. So the Navi knows much better than the doctor. The Navi can tell you exactly what to do to get better. When the Ramban says not to go to doctors, he's talking about we have a Navi. Now when a Navi tells you something, Mipi Hashem, even when he tells you it's Varishus, it's a Chiyuv Gomer L'Shema B'Kolo. Like the Rambam Paskins in the 9th parak of Luchas Yesodei HaTorah, Halacha Beis, and look also in the Hakdamas HaRambam, the Perish Mishnayos. But when he's not Mitzvah Mipi Hashem, Mipi Atzmo, what about when a Navi tells you not Mipi Hashem? This is coming from himself. So there's Machlokas, closest to Yavamas, Tzadi Amid Beis, Dibur Master Ligmar, and Sanhedrin, Keites Amid Beis, Dibur Master Eliel, and against the Rambam, for Minchas Chinuch and Tovkuf Tzadi Tezayin, according to Tosfos, the chiyuv to listen to the Navi is even when it's not al pi adibur, then it's not pi Hashem. And according to the Rambam, it's only when it's al pi adibur. And if so, according to Tosfos, if Vadai, when you go to the Navi, you have to listen to him. Omemela, there's no chiyuv to be merape al yidei rofe. What do you want to the doctor for? You go to the Navi, even if he tells you not pi Hashem, you have to listen. And even the Shittas HaRambam, yes, you're not over al divrei Navi when it's not al pi adibur, but Hare Navi Yodea v'Yediya B'ru v'Yoser Ma'alav Lasos. But still, the Navi still knows what to do, like the Chinuch writes in Tafkuf Tez Zayin. So the Navi has clarity that the doctor doesn't have. So you're right, you're not over al divrei Hanavi, and it's not al pi adibur, but the Navi still has more clarity. And the Mela, what are you going to a doctor for? And Minchas Chinuch asks a kasha there, that anybody who's over al davar the Torah is also over al divrei Hanavi. Somebody's over al divrei Navi is chayav misbei shemayim. Every Avera person does is over al divrei Navi. Who's the Navi? Moshe Rabbeinu. It's the Minchas Chinuch's kasha. So the Pashtus we can answer. Without that a Navi says Machmas Nevius, he can't be Koveh David Zele'olam. When a Navi says something, it's only temporary, it's only the Shal, the Zman. And that's the Yisrael Avor al Divrei Navi. Maybe that's what the Sforno means when he says in Dvar Yudches Tesvav, and the Pasuk Elef Tishmon, and Yitzav and Mitzvah Shah, it's only if it's a Mitzvah Shah. So it's Nagos, Rechem V'Shopel, Mitzvah Chinuch. It's only the Shah that you have to listen. The Doros, he could be Metakin et Takana K'moshach Chachmei Torah. But then you're not considered over al divrei Navi. So since Torah is L'Doros, one is over on the Torah, it's not considered being over al divrei Navi. Over al divrei Navi is only what the Navi is saying temporarily, for the present time. And with this, we can explain the Gemara in Shabbos, Yudalad Amud Beis, and Erevin Chof Aleph Amud Beis. That when Shlomo was Metakin Erevin in the Tfilas Yadayim, Baskel came out and said, B'ni, Chacham Lubcha, if your heart is wise, Yismach L'Yiganayim, you're also going to be happy. In other words, Shenischakamta Midaitcha Lasis Takana L'Doraisa. You made a takana for the Doraisa. Erevin, not to be over on Hotzah, not to be Sidayim, not to be in the Truma. So you made a takana. As Yismach Libi Gam Ani, Shev Shel Kvog Zeru Du L'Doros, to Takanas Navi, David Divrei Kabbalah. That's Pshat Migamara. Chacham V'nim, Chacham Lubcha, Yismach Libi Gam Ani. If your heart is wise, in other words, you're wise enough to make a takana for the Doraisa, then I'm also happy, says the Baskel. Because this Zera can be the Doros, like a takana's Navi. The Navi can make a takana L'Doros. But again, if you're over on this takana, then it's not called being over al divrei Navi. Over divrei Navi is only when he says something l'shah. Temporary times. So let's come back to our original topic. We just got off a little bit because we were talking about the Minchas Chinuch and the Chinuch and Taf Kuf Tez Zayin. So when there's a Navi who tells the Chola what to do, you shouldn't go to the doctor. The Ramban in Torah Sa'adam, he says you should go to the doctor. This time where there's no doctor to ask, there's no Navi to ask. Then you, not only should you go, may you go to the doctor, but you should go to the doctor. It's a mitzvah. Mavur ben Adarim, Memalef on the Beis, and the Rosh, and also by Arichus, the Perish Mishnais, Laharabba, Mama Mishnah, Lamed Ches, Amud Beis. And maybe we can say, based on what it says in the Shuvas Beis Shlomo, in Orach Chaim, Chelik Beis, Siman Kuf Yud Beis, and Shuvas Tevei Chaim, and Yeridea, and Chelik Beis, Siman Kuf Hey, that even though there's no more Nevuah, but there's still Ruach HaKodesh. And the Mela Gamkein, there's a chiyuv to go to the tzaddik and not to the doctor. And there's a famous letter, I don't know how famous it is, but now it's going to become more famous. And millions of people listen to the shir, watch the shir. There's a letter from the Heiligat Teres Tzvi to the Kehila Kadosha Munkach that's published in his Sefer Pre-Kodesh Yevulim at the end. Ayin Shem Barichu, so they were Megala to him in Hashemayim that they shouldn't go to the doctor. But now those are in the Doros that they had tzaddikim or Bali Ruach HaKodesh Amitim. But today, it's not so pashut. Today we should go to Pikuach Nefesh, and you have to go to the doctor. So in the Gemara in Brachas, Yidam and Beis, and Psachim and Vavam and Aleph, it says that Chizkiyahu is Gonei Sefer HaRefuos. And Rashi says, you know why Chizkiyahu put away the book of Refuos? Because Shalaya Liba Nichnal Hashem Kishachala, their heart wouldn't be subordinate to Hashem when they got sick, because they can look at the Sefer Refuos and get better. So in Mela, in order their heart should be subordinate to Hashem, Chizkiyahu was Gonei, is put away Sefer Refuos. But in the Parish in Shnayis, La Rambam, in Psachim, he argues with this, and he holds that for that, they wouldn't have put it away. Because if that's the case, then once you put away all the bread, if a person's sick, he's hungry, mamish needs to eat, and what's going to heal the sickness of hunger is bread. So why don't we put away the bread? That's clearly not the way we live. So the Rambam isn't excited about that parish. So we could say that, you know why they were going to the Sefer Refuos? Since Shlomo Melech was Mechaber, the Sefer Refuos, like the Rambam says, and also the Ramban is like them to the Torah. So just like we don't use the refuos that are mentioned in the Gemara, Nishtanu Ativim, like it says in the Parish B'Solam al Sefer Chasidim, it's in the Tofayin Zayin, Shebefuos Shebeshas. Now they're not effective anymore, so we don't use the refuos of Shas. And also there's a chash, people aren't going to know how to use them properly, these refuos. They're going to make fun of Chazal, like it says in the Ma'aril, in the Likutim, in the Beis Lechem Yudim, Yerodei Hashem Mamivav, there's a Cherem on this. And Lefi Cheshbon, there was over 200 years between Shlomo and Chizkiyahu Melech. So Chizkiyahu was afraid that people are going to look at the Sefer Refuos, they're not going to know how to use it, and then they're going to be motzi laz and say it doesn't help. So Memela, that would be possibly why Chizkiyahu was going to Sefer Refuos. Maybe if you look in the Rambam, maybe that's what the Rambam means in his Parish and Mishnayos Psachim. Or we can say, the Parish Rashi, that they weren't going as the actual refuahs, just the sefer of the refuah. That Shlomo wrote it, and since he was a Navi, they were Somich al Dvarav Legamrei. And since he was Rosh HaChachamim, and they see that he made a sefer refuahs, they're going to say, you can't live without it. Shlomo was a Navi. They're going to have Gamre. They're going to say, she's such a Chacham and such a Navi that you can only be Somech on this Sefer Refuahs, and they're not going to believe in Hashem anymore. They're going to believe in Refuah. But when Chizkiyahu put it away, and he stored it away, now people are going to start being Botech B'Hashem. Or maybe the time of Chizkiyahu, they were still the time of the Nevi'im. Like it says in the Gemara in Megillah, Yudalid, that they had Nevi'im, Kiflaim, Kiyotze Mitzrayim, and Shlomo wrote the Sefer, was so that the Umos would use it, and they would see Chachmas B'nai Yisrael, V'Mekayim, Ki Chachmaschem, V'Vinaschem, La'inei Ha'amim. And then Chizkiyahu was concerned afterwards that the Jewish people are going to use this for themselves, even though it's a time of Nevuah, and they're not going to be Botech B'Hashem. And therefore he was going to use the Sefer. So Shlomo did it because he wanted to show Chachmaschem Uvinaschem Leinei Ha'amim. Chizkiyahu was concerned that now that people aren't going to be Somech on Hashem anymore. But now we don't have Nevi'im anymore, and therefore go to doctors. It's Pikuach Nefesh, it's a mitzvah rabbi, that's why they call him a Rebbe. Opened up a hospital. If it were just enough to go to a Navi, we go to a Navi. We don't have Nevi'im. And Ruach HaKodesh, some people have, some people don't, we don't know who. So it's not so pashut. So better just go to doctors and be safe. Obviously Hashem brings the refuah, but the doctors are the shluchim. Now even according to the famous Ibn Ezra, Ibn Abachai, and the pasuk for Rapo Yerape, that it's mutter to be misrape only in the Eivar and Chitzonim, they say that one's only allowed to go to doctors for external wounds, but not an Eivar Mapnimim, it would appear that a doctor today who has X-ray machines and is helping the chole, can see what's going on. Maybe that is a din of Eivarim Pnimiyim, Eivarim Chitzonium. He's allowed to be Merape the chole because the Eivarim Pnimiyim you can see, so that has now the din of Eivarim Chitzonium of external organs. And the Meila, it's a chiyuv that the Beis Cholim, that the hospital, or as Rabbi Levine used to like to call it Beis Refuah, this house of healing, not a house of sick, a house of healing, to have these machines in order that the doctor should heal these Eivarim Pnimiyim, which are now Eivarim Chitzonium, which Ibn Ezra says you're allowed to heal. And even according to the Ateres Tzvi that we mentioned earlier, in his letter to the Kehillah Kadosh and Munkach, where he writes to the doctors, the tzaddik, you don't need doctors, you can just go to the tzaddik. And he says, the Kloisenberger says that he saw a copy of this letter, or Barichus, where the Ateres Tzvi says that a rofe is somebody who knows to be makashi, aguf nishmasa, l'mako shorsha, b'kisi akavod, below rofe el shebizmanenu. That the true rofe knows how to connect the body to the soul, to the root, to the kisi akavod, not like our idolatrous doctors today. We're talking about a tzaddik. Says the Ateres Tzvi, knows how to connect the body to the soul and Shemayim. So that's Gavaldik if we have such people. But an hour door choshech va'afela. Today we're allowed to go to the doctor. We're not on that madrega anymore. That just the tzaddik can connect our body to our soul up in Shemayim and everything will be good. And the Ramah in Siman Shin Lamed Hey Sif Yud brings a Yeshomah that somebody was a chol b'veiso, yelech echel chacham shabir shivakish olav rachamim. Somebody is a sick person in his house should go to the doctor in the city to ask for mercy. And then in parentheses he writes, Nemuka Yosef, Perik Yain Nesech. The truth is, you don't have to come on to the Nemuka Yosef. It's a Gemara Mefureshes in Bava Basra, Daf Kuf Tez Zayin. At Darshur Pinchas Bar Chamo. If the person has a sick person in his house, he should go to the Chacham who's going to ask for mercy. Mar brings a pasuk. And the Ramaz mitzayin to the Nemuka Yosef, or whoever wrote that Sion, that source. So he brings that, Nemuka Yosef actually brings the Minik Tzorfas. The Minik in France is to ask the Rav, who's Tofes Yeshiva, that you should give a bracha. And this minig of going to the Rav and asking for a bracha, the Ramah didn't mention. It's also interesting that the Ramah brought it at the end of the simon after Cholei Me'ayim, Ein ha'ish mishamesh ha'isha. That when it comes to the Cholei Me'ayim having stomach problems, a man shouldn't be mishamesh a woman. Ayin sham the Shulchan Aruch. So why does the Ramah bring this minhag down here at the end of that simon? So based on what we said, maybe the Ramah was Merami's Baruch HaKodesh, that he was talking about a Cholei Me'ayim, and a Cholei Me'ayim is Me'var Ma'pnimim. And there he says, all right, so if we're talking about Eivar Ma'pnimim, maybe it's better not to go to a doctor at all. Not only Aini Ish Mishamesh Isha. Better not to go to a doctor at all. There's a Chacham like Yosef Atzadik Ben Zekunin. There's in the Targum Bar Chakim Hulei. The Chacham Adif Minavi. Like that Gemara. That Alpha Pisha Nit Mevuim and Avim and a Chachamim on Nitla. Therefore, go to the Chachamim who are greater than a Navi in a certain respect. Chacham Adif Minavi. And that's the hakdama to the next simon, that you should go to a doctor. But here we're talking about Evarma Pnimium, maybe not. Go to the Chacham, go to the Tzaddik. Now the Nemuka Yosef brings a minhag mitzarfas that you should go to the Rav Tofes Yeshiva to get a bracha. But for this, we don't say not to go to a doctor. Or to stomach the poskim. Yes, you should go to a doctor. That's a makor for the Ateres Tzvi and the Toras Hanigla. Ateres Tzvius is not to go to the doctor, so we have the doctor is the tzaddik. So we have the Nemuka Yosef also. Go to the Rav Tofes Yeshiva, go to the Rosh Yeshiva, go to the Rebbe. You get a bracha. But again, B'zman Hazeh, we go to doctors. It's known, the Sefer Chassidim says in Reis Samach Aleph, that a mitzvah that nobody's doing is called a Meis Mitzvah. And therefore it's a big mitzvah to be Misasek in this Meis Mitzvah. Also Meforsim, the Rebbe Kiva Eger, built in Poznan, a hospital that was under his guard, under his watch. And now they published in the Leket Kemach HaChodesh, the Takanas Kilos Amsterdam. A few hundred years ago, one of the Takanas was, Tevis Tav Kuf Chav Hey, over 200 years ago, over 250 years ago, that Nifta Roifei Ani Akila B'chinam Shishonu Lo Mekila Minu Gimel Rofen Al Zeh Menechel Akila, the district of Chol Rofei. There's a doctor who used to serve the Anim of the Kila for free because they paid him from the Kila. And they appointed 3 more doctors. Every doctor has his own district. So yes, you should go to doctors if necessary. And the Rebbe concludes the letter, V'vadei kvar shamash yakoichi b'avonoseinu rabbi mein iti, v'prat ke'eis achar yom naroyim v'akadoshim shabar leinu l'toiva, v'yakosher lai lova v'ksuvim. You definitely heard that I'm very shvach, I'm very weak. I don't have so much koach anymore. I just had the yom naroyim, even weaker. Hard for me to write letters. Ach kevan shemachazkin yidei osei mitzvah. Since we're machazik those who are doing a mitzvah, and Kvod Kedushas Dodig Zikni Agon HaKadosh Mishinava, Zecher Tzadik Chayil Mahaba Hikbid, Shelo Amru, Lo Yesh Yakoch, Achash Espal Ifnei HaTeva. So he was Makbid, my uncle, my holy uncle, the Shinava Rebbe. When they didn't say Shkoich after he was Chazan, Shamati Shesher Besari Ko Terasa Ramet Shlita, Hirbal Sayel Beis Cholim B'Kiryat Sanz, Asher Hu Mitzvah Rabbah. And I heard that you, my relative, your honorable Torah scholar, who's given a lot of help to this hospital and building Netanya in Kiryat Sanz, it's a mitzvah rabbah, it's a kiddush l'shmo yizbarach, it's a sanctification of God's name, and it's atzalas of fashis mamish. And therefore, I have to tell you, at least the ksav, according to some poskim, ksiva kedibur dami, Yishar koiloi v'cheloi lo'iraisa, your strength should be good for Torah, and Yarich Hashem Yisbarach Yomov, v'koichoi l'horim keren ha'Torah, v'shomrei ha'Torah, l'hagdil Torah, l'hadira amen kein yiratzon. You should have a long life, you should have strength to raise the horn of Torah, and those who preserve Torah, to magdil Torah, and to enhance Torah, amen kein yiratzon. Kol divrei sher b'saro hamitzapel haramas keren haTorah b'nechamas Tzion v'Yushalayim. Many signs his name. So these are the words of your relative who's waiting for the elevation of the crown of the horn of Torah, with the consolation of Zion and Jerusalem. Very beautiful letter with Chedusha Halacha and practical guidance for life. So, Yizelcha Mitzvah not to meet doctors. Amen, amen. Shalom, shalom, sweetest and most beloved friends.